Hello everyone and welcome to this devotional. Today we're looking at the idea that God is wanting to shape us, and how do we allow Him to shape us? It made me think of growing up and how often I would go to a friend's house for the afternoon or for the weekend, and I'd arrive back home and my mom or dad would often say this: "Hey Aubrey, I can see you've been spending time with that boy." Why? Because spending time with that person shaped me. The reality is this, that all of us are constantly being shaped. The question is who or what is shaping us. Jeremiah 18 from verse 3 to 6 reads as follows: "So I went down to the potter's house, and there he was working at his wheel." And we reminded here that Jeremiah was told by God, "Go down to the potter's house. I want to show you something. I want to speak to you through what you'll see." And verse 4 carries on to say, "And the vessel he was making of clay was spoiled in the potter's hand, and he reworked it into another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to do." And just to pause there, and how beautiful that is, that regardless of how broken we are, of how marred we are, we often think God can't do anything with us, but He takes that which is broken and He reshapes it, and He makes it into what He wants it to be, which is beautiful in His eyes. And verse 5 says, "Then the word of the Lord came to me, O house of Israel, can I not do with you as the potter has done, declares the Lord? Behold, like the clay in the potter's hand, so are you in my hand, O house of Israel." The idea is this: God wants us to be in His hands, to be shaped by Him. Many years ago, I was quite consumed by work, and what happened was that I started losing what was and should have been a priority in my life. I started neglecting my time with the Lord. I started neglecting church gatherings, and what started shaping me was my work environment only, and that became very unhealthy. So I'd like to suggest, just from learning from my own experience, but asking this question: how does God shape us? Well, two ways in which He shapes us is firstly through His Word and by His Spirit. And we need to, as believers, prioritize our time, regardless of how busy our lives are and how busy work may be. We need to prioritize our time with the Lord in His Word and with His Spirit, because we are shaped by His Word and His Spirit. And then secondly, prioritizing gathering with people. His church, God has put people around us who will shape us, who will mold us. God uses those people to encourage us in connect group and at church meetings. So my encouragement to you is, put yourself in the Lord's hand by prioritizing your time with Him, by prioritizing your time with His people. I hope this is helpful, and God bless.